We're going. Hi, everybody. Kathy and Corey from Moxie Mobility Training. Judy's sneaking around the back over here. Not on camera. Just say hi, Judy.
Hi, Judy.
There you go. It's exactly what I expected. She's so fun. Sadly, we're missing Gail today. She had an appointment, so she can't make it. So I'm going to try to fill her shoes a little bit. And so we're here at Moxie Motion at Fairhaven Senior Center. Thank you for all of you that came out. We are doing this on Facebook Live as well, just so people out there, and we're going to say hi to Janice.
Hi,
Hopefully
Janice.
Janice is on in
out
Florida.
There in Florida.
That's right.
Probably nice and warm.
Nice and warm, where it's not today. Yeah, not here today.
Sunny out, though. Yeah. I'll take that.
So we're here to do an exercise class to help you with better balance. And should we go over our 6 rules? Well, first of all, let's say disclaimers.
Yes.
Make sure your doctor has said okay to exercise, which everybody in here has said yes, that's okay. So out there in virtual land, make sure your doctor says okay to exercise before you do this. If you have precautions or restrictions that your physician has talked to you about, make sure you follow those. We try to talk about that a little bit as we go along too. But then we also have 6 rules that we want you to follow. I know oh God, I just gave her. Judy knows the first one.
Judy knows it is breathing.
There you go.
Breathing.
Breathing's number 1.
You gotta breathe.
Number 2.
That's
posture.
right.
Yep.
Good.
Posture is alignment of your ears over your shoulders, over your hips, over your ankles, right? A little bit of head, shoulders, knees and toes going on there, right? Number 2, anybody?
That was posture support.
Yes.
That's number 3.
Very good.
Base of support, number 3. What's number 2?
Number 2 is posture.
Posture.
We said that already.
I didn't hear, I heard balance. So I'm sorry.
Oh, I heard base of support. I got excited.
No, base of support is number 3. Posture is number 2. Number 4, because now my brain's going, what number are we on now? Number 4, anybody remember?
Yeah.
3.
Head up your base. Look forward.
Yep. Forward gaze.
Yeah.
Forward gaze.
3 was base of support. So let me go in order. Breathing, posture, base of support. Number 4 is gaze, forward gaze. So 6 to 10 feet ahead of you. Instead of looking straight ahead or down at your feet, it's in the middle, right? 6 to 10 feet ahead. Number 5. I won't quiz Eileen yet because she just got in here.
Yes.
Control.
Be in control.
Being in control. That is number 5. Corey, would you show an exercise how you wouldn't be in control?
Let's see.
Yeah.
I
Yep. Okay, so if you're looking like that, arms are flailing, things are happening.
Exactly. Body's all
use a little bit more control, okay?
Yes.
Number 6.
Plan. Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
Yeah, I'm glad that everybody knows
Make a
them.
plan. Good job. It's make a plan how we're going to get our balance better, how we're going to feel more confident, and how we're going to age well, right? That's what we're here for. Okay. So what next? I guess we'll get started.
Yes.
So, number 1, we're going to do the 2-minute warm-up. So everybody stand up. We do have you sitting, standing, sitting, standing, sitting, standing. If you would like, hang on one second, going offline here. No, you're good. You're good. Nope. Yep, put it right there.
Okay.
That way you don't have to hit the floor. Pull a chair over closer if you guys want to put your clipboards down. Yeah.
Judy says she's going on over here.
Judy's going on over somewhere. She's got a sword. She's carrying her. You're over here with Eileen? Okay.
We got to
Carrying
balance
her
out the
sword
classroom.
around. I don't know what she's doing.
She's got a good arm swing with her, though.
Okay.
All right.
Let's get the
Are we
music
ready?
started.
Yeah. Waiting for Judy.
I'm going to move. Actually, let me move this in between us.
Between
a little
us?
more.
All right.
Can you all see the timer?
Let's see what song is going.
Can you see
All right.
the timer? I don't know. I don't have
Applying
a
all
yes
those
over
6
there.
rules,
Okay.
we're going to spend the first 2 minutes just marching in place. Okay, and it's opposite arm to opposite leg, like so.
All right.
Okay, ready?
Go music.
Here we go.
Go timer. Warm up.
I'm
Oh,
very
I forgot the
impressed that I was able
speaker.
to use
I'm
my phone.
falling apart again
My
today.
watch phone.
Marching. Pick up the speed. Where's the backpack?
There you go. So
There
what
it is.
you're doing in regards to posture, you want your shoulders staying in line with your hips. Okay? Try not to be like so. Or like so. I've seen this too.
Really fast.
Yeah. You're letting those legs get ahead of you.
It's connected. Okay.
Trying to get that arm swing going past your trunk, like so.
Yeah. Opposite arm, opposite leg. We had
Exactly.
a lot of Pinocchios in the last class. So Pinocchios when you're doing the same side, same leg, same arm. Yeah, we don't want that. We want opposite arm, opposite leg. What are you doing over there?
Yeah.
What am I doing? Am I Pinocchio or am I not Pinocchio? No, you're not Pinocchio. All right, Eileen, pick up the speed a little.
Oh,
Do you
your
walk
best.
faster than
That's
this?
all you can do, right?
Is it just walking?
Just a little step.
Okay, don't go as high. Don't bring them up as high. Yeah, there you go. Yep, good. Good, good, good. Okay, how we doing? Up. Let me get in. Oh, what am I doing? I'm
30
Gail
seconds.
today.
Oh, you're supposed to. Okay.
Sorry, everybody out there. You can do these sitting or standing.
With your back against the, you can
Yeah.
do it supported or you can scoot forward like Kathy is.
Yep, depends on where we are. I will tell you, and Gail will tell you, that it is a workout.
Even
Sitting.
sitting.
This does not mean it's easier. It's just different.
Yep, just
Yep.
different.
Yep. And you're using those arms so well that you move forward. You're walking. Look at that. Where's your
Almost
chair?
there. You got this. And
Woo-hoo. Okay.
shake it out.
If you need to sit and rest,
Yes.
great. If not, so just write. If you counted how many steps you did, awesome. I should say that. What we are expecting people to do in class is to count their reps of things. If you didn't, you can either write 2 minutes, 30 seconds, a minute, whatever the amount of the class was.
Talking to them at the same time.
Yeah, it takes practice.
I go to dance on Fridays, and this, you gotta pay attention to your feet, but there's a woman there, she's waving her arms, and I can't do both things.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it's a progression, right? So you might be more balanced and move better, but it might be putting the brain and the movement together, right? So try to do it, even if you remember 10 of them, and then you can't remember anymore. Just write 10 times whatever. Yeah, just 10 plus, and then we'll do that. Good job. Yes, Judy. All right, Corey, we are on chair push-ups.
Chair push-ups. All right, everybody. Everybody, this is a seated exercise. Okay. All right, what you're going to do, you're going to scoot forward in the chair a little bit so your feet are nice and flat. Okay, you really want to tuck those feet back. And that rule number 3 about working on your base of support, that also applies while you're seated, okay? So you're going to open up your feet, okay? You're going to have a little space in between your knees, okay? Tuck back those feet really good, okay? Toes are pointed straight ahead. Your arms could be on the chair like so or on the side of the seat, whatever's most comfortable. You are not standing. You are just pressing down your arms, kind of shifting your weight forward and back. As if you're going to get up, but you changed your mind. You're like, oh, I'm ready to go. No, I'm not. Ready to go?
No, I'm not.
No, I'm not.
I like that.
Okay? Okay, so you're going to do that. And remember, being in control on the way down, really using your arms to lower yourself back into the seat.
All right,
Okay?
and you ready?
I'm ready. Is everyone else?
Exercise 1.
There
I
we
guess
go.
we are. I said, sorry.
Try to keep that head up as well. All right?
Yep, and if you don't have arms on the chair, you're not going to go up very high because you can't get that lift, but still do
That's
the
okay.
motion where you're just kind of a little more squat.
Yep.
These chairs are so squeaky.
You can feel your weight shift on your feet
Yep.
too, right?
30 seconds to go.
Yeah, make sure those shoulders are going down, pushing down.
Yep.
But the movement's coming all the way from your neck.
Whoa, that was a good lift there.
Woo! Threw
Yeah.
herself right out of the chair almost. Nice.
There you go. Nice and control, everybody. There you go. Good ones. You guys look really good. Everybody's got awesome sneakers on.
Stop.
Yep.
Rest.
All right.
Okay,
good job.
Shake your shoulders out, shake your arms out. Blah, 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 blah.
Shake, shake, shake.
Shake, shake, shake.
Yeah, I counted 11. Oh, I counted 40. The first day it's hard to remember the count.
So don't let them cheat, Judy. You don't count for them. Goodness. I know you are. I just need to give you a hard time.
What's next?
Head turns.
Head turns. Okay, 5 and 5 and 5 and 5.
Yep.
All right, everyone, if you can do this standing, we're just going to be using our neck, okay? All right. All right, we're going to have that good basis support. Toes are pointing straight ahead, a little bit soft in the knees, not locked, right? We don't lock our knees, we kind of keep them a little soft. The first motion is rotation, and what we're going to do is we're going to rotate our head to one direction. For me, I'm going to rotate towards your left, my right. So you're going to turn, go back to the middle 5 times, and then we're going to do 5 times rotation to the other side. And then the second part of this
we're going to talk about
exercise, we're going to do ear to shoulder, and it's going to look like this. We're going to do that 5 times, and then 5 times on the other side. Okay?
Okay,
How's
so
that
we
sound?
have a comment in the audience about vertigo. What do we do with this if we have vertigo? So yes, you can do this exercise, but you do it very small, very slow. Okay, so you want to find out where the point is it is. So if this is your first time doing it, you don't want to do this exercise and do this, right?
wanna go
Knowing that
fast.
that's going to bring that vertigo on. But what you can do is here. See how I'm just a slight turn and maybe even slow it down a little bit. So I'm here to here. Okay, on the head, yep, does that feel okay? Okay, good. Then on the next one, right, we don't know, so you prep yourself for support. If you want to start this sitting, maybe sitting is better. Okay, so why don't you have a seat? We'll do this one sitting until you
first
find
time.
out more, okay?
Exactly.
And again, we start where we can do it successfully, okay? Because this is not about having you fail, this is about having you succeed.
Right.
So if you come in with a problem and we need to fix it because we want this to be better, right? Out in real life, if you had to turn your head, we don't want you on the floor, right? Which we turn our head quite a lot. Does anybody drive in here? Yes, all of us, right? So we don't want to have that happen while we're driving too. So it's just small and easy is where we're going to start. If the symptoms come on, just stop. But if you did 3 of them before the symptoms came on, you successfully did 3.
Okay.
Okay.
We start from there. We build the foundation from there.
Perfect. Build your foundation, okay?
Okay. We got this.
All right, everybody good?
All right.
Okay.
So, yep. Ready and go. We're going to go
Exercise 2.
rotate to one side. Try to keep your chin level to the floor. This one's 2
So don't go as far.
and
I
3.
mean, look right at me. Ready? We're just going to do a little right there. Come back. Don't go any farther than
4.
that, okay? Even less. Right there. Come back.
And 5. Now we're going to
Okay,
rotate
go
to
the
the
other
other
side.
side. Remember, it's just the head that is moving.
Good.
1,
Yep, I do a little less.
30 seconds
2.
to go.
3,
Okay, no.
4, and 1 more. 5.
Okay,
All right,
just
ear to
stop it.
shoulder.
Now we're going to go this way.
1. Oh, it's okay.
Just little. That's too much. Okay, look
2.
straight ahead at me.
3, 4,
Just that. Yep.
and
it's just even a
5.
little.
Let's go to the other side. 1,
And breathe.
2,
Stop.
Go the other way.
Write your score.
3. Let's just complete this.
Let's go the other way. Yeah, you and me are doing a
4.
little different.
And 5. As you notice when we did that,
So
we're
look
very
straight ahead
careful
at it.
not to do this.
Don't- so you see your
right?
chin
Yeah, and I
started?
can see how you're trying to work to keep
Yep.
those shoulders as relaxed as possible.
So it's hard not to turn your chin, like Corey was just saying. So you want to keep your nose straight ahead on this one. Anybody see Night at the Roxy? Anybody see that movie? They go like this. They do a lot of head bobbing. So it's just the ear to your shoulder. Yep, and back up. Just very slight, because you don't, yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay.
1, 2, 5.
Rice Krispies the whole time you're doing
Yeah, you can.
Sometimes you can, and that says you need this to loosen that
Yes.
stuff up, for
You
sure.
ever notice that in your feet too? Your feet and your neck tend to.
every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they don't make the Rice Krispies? I do mine every day, but I always wake
Yeah.
up with Rice Krispies.
Rice Krispies, delicious, but not to have
Yeah.
you feeling in your body. Calf raises up next.
Calf raises, also known.
Is that arthritis?
It can be, and also
Could be. It could. What do you
just
think?
loosening up your joint. I mean,
Yeah.
there's lubrication in there that you're freeing up.
Yeah. Sometimes it's the synovial fluid
Yeah.
popping. It's just like
When you
it's
use
not-
the same motion over and over and over, it's nice and glides, but then you go into another range that you're not usually using as often. It's a little bit hotter fluid from what I understand, and you're actually loosening up.
Yeah, it's kind of little air bubbles.
Yeah,
A
it's like
chiropractor
releasing the-
explained it to me one time. It's like little air bubbles
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
pop in. So it's not a,
It's a little more
depends on what's happening. It's
Yeah.
not really a bad
if,
thing.
if obviously if you're having pain, stop. The body's saying no. We don't want you to go into that. But yes, those little crackles and things like that are just loosening things up.
Sounds like Rice Krispies.
It does. It really,
Alright.
literally does. That's a good way to put
Snap,
it.
crackle, pop.
Yeah.
All right, everybody stand up. We're going to do calf raises. Unless
This-
you're doing the sitting, don't stand
You
up.
can do these seated as well.
Yeah.
They're also known as heel raises, however, whatever you term them as. Either way, we're working this muscle here. We're going to be strengthening our calf muscles. If you're at home, you can stand at a counter or a nice solid chair that doesn't move. And what you're going to do, keep your toes pointed straight ahead. Try not to lock the knees, which is something I want to always do. So soften the knees. Keep your head looking straight ahead, and you're going to lift your heels up, and you're going to come down with control while making sure you're touching the 3 points of your feet, which are the ball of the toe, the pinky, and the heel. There's three,
I went
your
the wrong way.
tripod of your foot. So when you're doing that, what it looks like is you're shifting your weight forward, up onto the ball of the toe and the pinky toe, and you're coming back onto the heel. Okay? Try to avoid that motion. See that my ankle just cracked.
Don't go that way.
It's saying don't do that. Exactly. Okay?
All
All
right,
right,
here
we
we go.
ready?
Exercise 3.
Try not to lean on the walker or the chair that you're at. Okay, use it just for balance. Maybe even try to release a hand. See if you can challenge yourself.
Yep.
Bring it in front. You can bring your arm out to the side, which is opening your base of support.
I know the object is not use the chair.
Well, you
And
can,
that's okay.
You can use the chair
30
again because
seconds to
you
go.
want to start where you're successful. Okay, so if you need 2 fingers on the chair right now because you're feeling like you're a little unsteady, then you'd use 2 fingers on the chair. If you need 2 hands on the chair because you're feeling that unsteady, then use 2 hands.
Yes.
But you don't walk into a class and expect to know everything, right? Or expect to be perfection, because why wouldn't you be instructing the class then, right? And I'll tell you, Corey and I, are we perfection?
No, we're always
No,
learning.
we're all
Stop.
learning.
Rest.
Yep.
There you go,
Watch
that
your
looked
score.
good.
I counted 12.
If any of these exercises, like Kathy is pointing out, and you're like releasing your hand because you just want to see if you can really work your balance, but you're not doing the exercise correctly and you're doing it like this,
Hi,
that's
say
not
hi
going
to
to.
the camera.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
Lily, happy birthday, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah, happy birthday.
okay.
We're in the
Thank
middle
you.
of live filming.
Yeah, that's all right. You never know what's going to happen on live camera.
Okay.
Okay.
So, anyways, you just want to do the exercise properly and then release your hands as needed. Okay? If you're able to do this correctly without holding on, then do so. But if you find that you're doing it wrong and you're doing all these little flimsy movements, then get the support. We'd rather have the support to do the exercise correctly.
Yep, and like we said, it might just be 1 finger. Like you're 1 finger away from having that being off and
Oh,
doing
yeah.
it successfully, but if that 1 finger keeps you in the proper form, do
Perfect.
the 1 finger.
Oh, look at that. Good time.
Exercise 4.
Oops. Oh, we didn't do the.
We didn't tell you what we're doing
What are
yet.
we-
Hang on a second. Exercise 4 is mini squats.
All right, mini squats. Okay. I actually kind of want to do a real quick thing on this. Okay. One of the exercises later on we're going to do is called the pelvic tilt. And I was thinking about this and how to help people get with the sit to stand and all that stuff. So later on we're going to do what's called the pelvic tilt. Our pelvis goes like this and like this, right? I want you to apply that to every time you're sitting, because when you go to sit down properly, what a lot of people do is put a lot of stress in the front of their knees, right? What actually you're supposed to do is you're supposed to do a pelvic tilt, sticking your bum back like so, and then sit, okay? This is where we should be feeling it, the top of the quads and back here, okay? If you're feeling it in the knees, you're not doing that pelvic tilt. All right, so that goes on to where we're at with the mini bends.
That's an
What I want-
awesome point, Corey.
I
Awesome
want you
point.
to work on a pelvic tilt when you go doing this, okay? I want you to stick your bum back, just back, and then come up, okay? Imagine yourself about to sit down, but change your mind again. We keep changing our minds. Remember, toes are pointed straight ahead. okay? All right, and you have that good base of support.
Hold on to there if it makes you feel.
Yep, exactly. Do the tilt
Yep.
back, and then there you go.
Moving,
Okay.
and then
Let's see. You got it.
So tilt it the other way, Jude.
Yeah.
It's note the other way. Sit to arch. You have to sit that way.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay, we're
exactly.
starting.
All right. Here we go.
Exercise 4.
Ready and back and up. Really back and squeeze your bum muscle. Squeeze
So
those.
for those of you that
buttocks.
are sitting at home, we're just doing a little squat off the chair. We're kind of doing it opposite. We're going up when they're going down. Yep. Just a little squat onto those feet. Just try to lift your legs. I don't have arms on the chair,
See
but
that?
if I had
Yeah.
an
So yeah,
arm,
stick. Do that pelvic tilt. Go like this, and then come back. Yep. Stick
30
your bum.
seconds to
Stick your
go.
bum out. I hate to say it like that. Yep, like that. Just like that. You got it.
I got it.
Once you get it, you
Yep,
see the difference.
I got
You
it.
say,
Yep.
"Ah."
So arch your back.
And your knees won't hurt to get up and down.
So look up and
right?
arch your back.
We want to save those
Yep.
knees of ours.
And then straight up. Yep. And can I touch your hips? Okay. So you're going to go this way.
Very good.
Straighten your back. Yeah,
Really
feel the
tighten your
arch.
bum on the way up, especially.
now
Really
sit.
squeeze those cheeks.
Stop. Rest.
Yep.
Rise
There you
your
go.
toes.
Good job.
Nice. Okay.
sitting
Yeah.
before you
So it's like
before you squat.
tuck your bum as
Exactly.
far back
It's-
as you can.
Imagine yourself. You
Now,
guys
one thing it might be is your feet
you
are
can feel
a
it
little
here,
close together.
and
so
you can
open
feel
your
it in your
feet, see if you
backside.
get a little more
okay,
tuck.
but just you shouldn't be really feeling a lot of it in your
Yeah,
knees.
Tuck. Yep. And tuck. Okay.
All right, Kathy's over here. She'll be back in 2 seconds.
Coming.
It takes
Gail, we
practice. Once
miss
you get it.
you. That's right. There she goes. Fencing.
All right, this is where we get our fun little tools out. Little at home, if you have a little duster. Or a fly swatter, which a lot of flies
Fly
are coming out.
swatter. My husband loves his fly swatter. He could do this totally with his fly swatter. Okay.
Oh.
And thank you. So
Thank you.
First, we're going to put it in your right hand and say ta-da.
Ta-da!
And then we're going to put it in our pocket. And if you're sitting, be careful not to cut your arm as you go by. No, I'm just kidding. Sitting, so ta-da.
Yeah.
Put it in your pocket. Yep.
Try to
now
have
you're
your
gonna
head follow along too.
Watch your thumb. Yep. Okay, we got that movement.
And watch it as it goes.
Yeah. Okay, good. So we're going to then go low. Okay, present your sword.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're going to say, it's over there.
It's over there.
Okay, I love that. I love we had different octaves on that too. It's over there.
You can always do this with nothing in your hand and just have your thumb kind of direct you, okay? So your thumb is
It's
pointing
over
up.
there. Yep. Okay.
And then pointing
I'm,
down.
I'm sitting, so I'm really feeling this.
Sorry,
Yeah.
but if you're at home and you don't have this, which way did you say?
So yes, you just follow your thumb. Okay, so we're down here, we're pointing down here, and then we're going up there. So your thumb is pointing up and then pointing it down.
Do you have a duster?
Yeah, you could do it with the duster too or something like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Just some people prefer not to have anything in their hands.
It's a
just
little more
that motion.
fun, you know, a magic
it's nice
wand.
to-
If you have a magic wand at home, use that.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Did everybody? Did
question,
you
though.
forget your magic wands?
Really
today?
good questions.
Bring it next time.
Ah.
Okay, next time we'll bring it. Okay, are we ready?
All right, we're starting with ta-da.
Exercise 5.
Ta-da!
Ah,
Put it in
ta-da.
your pocket. Ta-da! Put it in your pocket.
Two.
Ta-da! Put it at your pocket. If you've got it, you can speed it up. If you need to slow it down a little, feel free
If you
to
have
slow it
shoulder
down.
issues, you don't have to go all the way up, okay? You can go down to the side right like that.
Good point, Corey. Good point. Yep. Just
Mm-hmm.
use where you're going to be successful. Okay, and we're going to now go low.
30 seconds to go.
Okay, and then say it's over there. Yep. Go low, and then you want to go up high. So when you say it's over there, point to the sky. It's up there. Yep, so let's change it. When we say it's up there,
It's
up
up there.
there.
Feel your body weight shift too as you point
It's
to
up
that
there.
side.
And I haven't been turning my head, so I'm now turning my head to say it's up
Yes.
there. Look
head
down
should
here.
follow your
It's
arm.
up there.
Yep.
Okay.
Follow your thumb.
All
Follow
right,
your
cool.
thumb.
And we're going to repeat that. Go to the other side.
Yep, we're doing the. We got to balance it out.
Ba-ba-ba. All right, it's a ta-da. Here, I'm going to just start us off. 'cause we know.
Exercise 5.
Put it in your pocket. And a ta-da. Put it in your pocket. So Corey's progressing this where she has her left hand behind her back, right?
You know,
So that's a progression because that's you're gonna be a little less balanced. If you're finding this is with your head turns making you a little more unbalanced, use your arm out to the side because that's
like
gonna
so.
make you steady. Yep. Yep.
30 seconds to go.
All right, go low. Present low.
Point
There
it
we
down.
go. It's up
It's down
there.
there. It's up there. It's down there. It's
Oh,
up
we're
there.
throwing swords. It's up there. Okay, it's up
Yep,
there.
try to
Her
keep
hand
your
was glued to her
eyes
back too. It's up
On your
there.
hand. Keep your eyes on your hand the best you can.
And again, here's the vertigo issue, right? Because we're turning our heads. So
Yeah,
you
scouted.
might do this very,
take it.
very slowly,
In control.
very
Stop.
controlled,
Rest.
right?
Good.
Yeah. Okay. Everybody breathing? Because that is the what number? First one. Number one rule. Breathe. Deb lost her cheat sheet because she had to change cards, so she doesn't. She's got to redo her numbers. We have hamstring
Oh,
curls.
okay. For some reason I thought it was back scratcher. Back scratcher. All right, ham curls. Ham curls we go. So if you're doing this standing, again, you can stand at a chair or a counter. We're working the muscle here. It crosses back behind here all the way up to our lumbar spine, okay? So what we're gonna do is our feet are gonna be spaced apart, okay? Soft knees, toes pointed straight ahead. Remember, keep that good posture. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna shift ourselves to one leg, whatever one you want, and then you're gonna kick your bottom and back down. Try to kick your bottom. Some people can. I don't know.
Yep.
The key here is the shifting of the weight. So you could do like so, where you shift, then lift, or you could try to see if you could stand on that leg for a long period of time while you're lifting the other leg. That is a little bit more of a progression
Yep.
because the tolerance of standing on one leg is a little bit harder to do.
Time is going.
Yep.
Good job, everybody. Try to keep that standing leg soft. Don't lock your knee.
30 seconds to go.
Arms out if you need a little
Switch
more balance.
legs.
Or hands on the chair. Now we're
Yep.
switching to the other side.
Yep, trying to kick your bottom. Now the leg, you should ideally not be up front, it's more in the back. We're working this hamstring, the muscle back here. Okay, you might feel a little bit pulling in the quads, that's okay. You're getting some flexibility there. Very good, that looks really good.
If you're feeling a little unsteady, just don't go as high, but do the same motion and work that balance, okay?
Stop. Rest.
Excellent.
Write your score.
Next is trunk
I
twist.
know, on that one too. Yep.
Trunk twists.
All right.
If you have precautions, restrictions, no bend, lift, twist, you do not want to
BLTs.
do this trunk twist because that would be the twist part in that what is it, BL? No,
Yeah,
bend, lift,
BLT.
BLT. In
No
your
bending,
BLT,
lifting, or
This is
twisting.
the T.
Yes.
I know, everybody getting hungry. It's a little lunchtime. So instead of the twist, what did
did we
we had him
decide to
do
do?
this instead? I
Yep.
think.
Or was it side bending? No, we didn't know because we decided
we
that
were
we
gonna
weren't
do-
gonna. Yep.
Yep.
No. I remember. Yeah. I
Because we
think
don't
so.
know, because there's
It's-
something, if they're saying bending, we need to figure out what bending that is. Is it side bending, forward bending, right? Because we kind of bend different ways. So if you are on precautions, just go check it, have your, talk to your doctor, therapist,
How much
whoever.
to what
Yep.
degree?
Yep, so go ahead, Cora.
This is why they
show it.
have those reachers and things like that,
Mm-hmm.
right? All right, anyways, so let's pretend we're holding a baby. This helps me, okay? And also know where our belly button is, okay? We're gonna make sure that our belly button right now is all pointing forward. Make sure you're standing up nice and straight. Sometimes we'll stand and we're standing like this, okay? We wanna have a belly button pointed forward. We're holding a baby, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna rotate half the way. We're gonna rotate and then back to the middle. We're gonna do that for 10. I think we got to 10 last time.
Or
and
as
then,
many as they can do, as they want
yeah,
to do.
and again, if I'm at 6, but you're still at 3, you do what's best for you, okay? All right,
Ready?
ready? Off we go.
Exercise 7.
So we're gonna rotate. I'm gonna aim for 10, we'll see. 1, 2, so your head is going along for the ride, so wherever your belly button is
Some of these-
pointing is where you're looking. 5.
Oh. We are not having an emergency. It's just a ringtone.
I know, imagine that.
Oh, it
Hey,
got
that-
louder. There we go. We're all good.
That-
Kind of going, I was supposed to look.
Yeah. Is that a fire drill?
9, and this one is 10.
30 seconds to
Oh,
go.
Alright,
perfect.
other
Let's
side.
10 to the other side. There you go.
Did you go to the left?
I did. I do. I keep on going, well, to my right.
Mirror.
Yes.
Yeah. That's okay. We just face each other and say
4.
hello.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah, try to relax your shoulders.
So Eileen,
keep
so
your
watch.
eyes
Okay,
following
so
where your belly
nice
button
strong
is.
back. You're just gonna turn and come back.
Turn without your shoulders.
Well, see how you're kind of moving your whole
Alright.
arm? Your arms are gonna stay here. So
Stop.
put them
Very
out in
good.
front of
Watch
you.
your score.
Yep, and now just turn your body. Yep, now go that way.
No, you're moving your shoulders.
Excuse me 1 second. Let's do a little
Yeah,
tutorial.
some
No,
of
I'll
these
show
are
you here.
tricky.
Try it again. So arms out.
So one
Yep,
of the
keep
things
your
to keep
hips
in
in the
mind, as I was
spot,
saying
and
about
you're
the
just gonna
belly
turn
button,
towards
okay?
you.
When you're standing, as just a rule of thumb
My
with
arms.
posture, your belly button, if you
your
imagine
full,
you had
no,
a,
your
s-
trunk.
a pencil,
You're turning
right?
your
Just
trunk.
pointing
So your
straight out.
shoulders are turning,
Think of
yes,
where
but
that
they're not
point, that it's
just
pointing
turning.
to.
So
It
what
should be
Judy's
pointed
seeing is
straight
you're
out.
doing this.
Is it
You
pointing
wanna
to the
turn your
side?
body, yep.
Right? If you think about it,
Okay.
sometimes, so
Yep.
it looks like I'm standing straight, but my belly button right now
No,
is
it's
pointed
okay.
right here. My trunk
So do
rotation
5 to
matters
that
in my
side.
posture because then I want
1, come
everything to
back.
be working evenly, okay? The other thing is too, the belly button also tells you what position
No,
your
so,
pelvis
so
is
my
in.
head is
If
not
my
moving,
belly
right?
button is
Right, it's
pointing
just I'm bringing
down,
everything with me.
right, I'm doing
Yep,
what we
so
call
bring your
anterior
head. So
tilt.
if your
my
shoulders are
belt
back
is
here,
pointing up, what's
yeah.
happening,
So
right?
you don't
I'm
want to
doing
go
a
that far, right?
posterior
So
tilt,
because
which
your
is
head doesn't want
that's
to.
what they call,
Oh,
okay?
hang on,
Just
hang
kind
on.
of a little thing to keep in mind. All right, which one's next? Side kicks? All right, thank you. All right, next one is side kicks. We're working
Yep.
the muscle that helps hold up our legs, okay? Very important for our balance. So we're gonna do here, if you wanna do this standing at a chair
So
or
bring
a
your head
counter,
as-
we're gonna have you shift your weight to one leg, and the other leg is gonna go out and back in, okay? What you want to do is make sure that the leg that you're leaning on is not locked, right? We already talked about that. And also to make sure that the toes are pointed straight ahead. Try not to let the leg roll out, okay? Because that's working your rotators. We want to work the abductors, the one that brings our legs out and in, okay? Also, you can always have one hand on and the other hand out like this to improve your base of support, right? Okay?
If you don't mind, I just learned a very interesting thing. So we have this muscle called your glute med, okay? Glute medius. It's underneath your glute maximus. There's kind of layers of your glutes. When you're doing this exercise, your glute med does two things. It does that exercise where it lets you bring your leg out to the side, but on the other side, it's also stabilizing you. So
Yep,
both of
holding up
your
the
glutes
pelvis.
meds are working at the same time. One is stabilizing you and one is letting your leg do that work. If you find your hip pops out, that glute med on that side is not doing its job. So focus on that on the other side while you're doing your leg on
This
the
side.
opposite.
So what that means too, so for example, that's a really good point. So if you're finding you're going like this out, you bring your leg out really far, we want you to work in that range that you can work in. So really work on making sure the leg you're standing in is engaged, all right? I'd rather have you do small steps where you keep that muscle engaged versus working the hip like so.
Yep, yep.
Okay?
Yes, because to be honest, we're not really working the leg that's moving. We're working the
right,
leg
exactly,
that's
that you're
standing.
standing
okay?
on.
So now you know our secret. It's really not about it.
It is
Okay.
working. Though.
Deb's out. Okay,
All right,
are we ready? Here
ready?
we go.
Are we ready?
We're doing the right leg
Exercise eight.
first.
All right. Okay. Well, this one. then, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
Whatever
It's
one, you're good. Do you? You
my
turn
left, your
sideways.
right. That's okay.
We're trying to mirror how we, So if you're sitting, I'm just bringing my leg out. Don't do this because that's not the exercise. It's out
Yep.
and back in.
Exactly.
Now, are we supposed to hold our leg up or?
You could do one. It depends
Whatever,
on
whatever you want to do. It's really
So-
working the balance.
Right.
Sorry, Corey. Go ahead.
All
Switch
right.
legs.
Shift.
Switch legs.
So you can be doing this where your leg is just the leg you're standing on is out to the side and back in. But then if you're finding you're sticking your hip out, maybe that's too much right now. Maybe it's better to just stick to the side step.
Yep.
Okay.
And it might even be to the point that you're just lifting your heel, right? Like if
Could be
it's
just doing
really
this.
not holding you and you're popping that hip out, just lifting your heel and taking
Stop.
some weight
Rest.
off that
Write
one
your
leg
score.
might be enough to work that. But I digress and we go.
Oh no! We got to balance it out.
Just do 10. Do 10 on that other
Oh,
side. That's good.
that one set of hips probably gonna.
All right, runner stretch.
Okay. So earlier we were working the calf muscles. We were strengthening those calf muscles. Now we're going to stretch the calf muscles. Very important to help us be able to place our feet on the floor and push off. Okay. One foot is in front. The other foot is back. I'm going to have you. This time we actually do want you to straighten that knee as much as you possibly can in the back with the knee straight. The heel is pressing into the floor. The leg in the front, you're going to shift your weight where your knee is bending in the front to your big toe, to the big toe and the middle toe. So you don't want your knee going in. Try to keep it pointed to the big toe and the middle toe, okay? While pressing that heel down in the back, okay?
Exercise 9.
Try to hold it there for a good 30 seconds while breathing nice and slow.
All right, and while we do this sitting, we're going to do it a little different. We're going to kind of stretch your hip muscles here. At the same time, I have my foot behind me a little bit. I'm stretching my calf a little bit, but I'm really focusing more on the front of my leg. So this is kind of a modified runner stretch. All right, everybody looks good.
Yep, nice long
Did you
breaths,
mention
everybody.
feet apart?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You always
To go.
base of support, everybody,
switch
right? We're gonna keep that
sides.
space, okay?
So
Remember,
beauty of the floor in here, take up 2 tiles. So one foot should be in one tile, and another should be on the other tile. Yeah, like lines, tile lines, yep. Yep.
we don't want to be like we're on a tightrope. We want to get a little space there.
That's right.
Okay.
You got it over there? Want some
She's
help?
working it.
Let me go,
You-
let me
that-
come
that
see.
front leg needs to come a little bit more forward, I think.
Yeah, bring your
Okay.
right leg forward a little
You
bit
should
more.
have felt that in the back of your calf. However,
Okay,
some people
even
say
more.
they feel it in the front.
Now lean
You know,
forward
front
onto
here,
that
that's
leg.
okay because there is a little bit of
Do you
hip
feel
flexor
anything in your
stretching
left
there
leg?
too. Okay?
Just a little pulling.
Okay, a little's okay, that's stretching.
Yes.
I have a hard time with this leg because I've broken
No.
it a few times.
Okay,
Yep.
can you bring
As a matter
that
of
leg
fact, you're
back a
actually
little farther?
pressing that heel in the back down.
Do you feel a little
okay?
bit more now?
And there's certain different. Yes,
My heel
yes.
down or should-
If you
Now,
can,
if you
yes.
actually, we're instructing it
Yep,
to work
so
what's called
yep,
the
so if your
gastrocnemius.
heel's
We're
down,
working
then
it where we're
just lean
stretching this
into the
whole
front,
muscle,
yep.
right?
And now you
But
feel
there
it a
is
little
other
more?
methods where you
Good.
bend that
That's
back
how you
knee
do
a
'em,
little
okay.
bit, and you actually stretch a deeper muscle, which is called your soleus.
Yep, just do
Okay,
it for
so
a
there
couple
is.
seconds
We're
and
just
switch
focused
legs
on the
and try it
general
again.
stretch.
Let's stop us here for a second.
Sure.
She was just saying she was moving, but I thought you were just standing. You were just.
Yes, we were just standing there.
Okay.
Yeah, we were stretching.
What did
So
you mean moving?
we
like
were
the
doing a long stretch.
moving forward.
Oh, you were doing it just for mobility. Yeah, and that is great to do too. But we were a little bit focusing a little bit more on the stretch.
You did it right.
Okay.
Yep. So you can do this as, like Corey's saying, mobility, where you're doing reps of it, like you're going 1,
Yep.
2, because that is one way to do it, or this one we're using as a stretch, which you hold for a minute.
Yep, we aim
Okay.
for a minute.
Okay,
Very good.
next
Good questions
up,
today.
we have ankle circles.
Ankle circles. Again, you could do the seated, standing. Okay. All right. All right, we're going to start with the right leg. We got confused. So what we're going to do.
You're going to start your left leg.
Okay. Well, see, that's what I'm seeing you starting your right. Okay, we're doing the same one.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm messing around, and I'm in really bad posture right now, so this is not
Well,
how
that
you're
chair
going to do
does
it.
not, if you look
Okay.
at that chair, just sets you up for failure.
Sets me up for failure.
It does. It gives a little scoop. If you could see it on the side, it's bad. Anyways,
You can
so
sit.
think
You
of
can
that at
sit.
home too with chairs that you sit in.
I just didn't know which one you were doing.
Well, you could do the seated or you can do the standing. If you do the standing, I suggest you hold on,
Yes.
okay? All right, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna stick your foot out. We're gonna do 10 circles to one direction, like so. I always tell people to imagine you have like a pen or a pencil in between your big toe
Just
and
moving your ankle.
your middle toe, and you're making circles on a paper. The leg is not moving here, okay? It's just the ankle that is moving. And then we're going to go the other direction.
Okay, I'm going to start this and my ankle's falling off. Ready?
Okay. I should probably come closer. Can you see me okay?
Exercise 10.
All right. Standing. So we're working that glute med here by having to stand on that one leg, right? And then we're doing circles, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Switch sides.
9, and 10, and then circles the other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now switch feet. Ready?
30 seconds to
1,
go.
yeah, you can feel this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and then circles the other way. 1, 2,
If you're
3. Just the foot is moving.
And if
4,
your whole leg's going
5,
while you're
6,
standing, try to
7,
not. If that
8,
doesn't happen,
9,
sit back on a
and
chair.
10.
If that doesn't happen, sit farther back. Like lock in that leg. Sometimes sitting on a couch
Stop.
helps,
Rest.
right?
Write
So
your
your
score.
leg doesn't move. Next up is standing on one leg.
Whoa, so it's been primed and ready, everybody. Have you been doing these standing?
Ankles are warm.
All right, so we're going to do this 30 seconds on each leg, okay? What you're going to do here, good basic support to start with, right? Forward gaze, and we're going to shift our weight to one leg. I'm actually going to go this way. Shift your weight to one leg, and you're going to hold up the other leg. We're going to try to hold it for a full 30 seconds, okay? Again, if you need support on the chair, that's okay, right?
Exercise
It's harder
11.
than it looks.
Since we're starting.
Yeah, we're starting.
Found a balance problem.
Yeah, welcome to the class. And remember, that belly button should be pointed straight ahead.
So
Try
keep
not to let
fingers
yourself
on.
go like this or so,
Maybe one
okay?
hand off.
Try to see if you can take your hands off there.
If
Support.
not, just do 2 fingers on each.
It helps to have a focal point, and it also helps to breathe.
And this is what we call ability reality, right? We are now
30
in
seconds to
tune
go.
with
All
where we
right,
need
now
to
we're going to
be.
shift our weight onto our
Yep.
other leg.
So which leg are you
Same
picking?
thing.
So yeah,
Now,
keep that
if
hand
this is
down.
difficult
little
to
more
hold up on
balanced.
one leg
Yep.
and you kind of really can't get
This
it,
hand
try
straight
just
up a little.
putting
Yep.
your toes on the floor.
Nice and tall.
Of your leg that you're trying to lift,
Good,
and,
good, good.
and just lift up the heel, okay? Otherwise, if you're able to, you can hold up your leg. Even try little bits at a time.
So if you have a couple fingers on and you're
Stop.
holding that
Rest. Write your
space,
score.
see if you can shift your weight just enough that you feel them start to lighten up. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Just to,
The key is
just
to try to
shift your
progress
weight.
from-
Don't take your
Yep.
hand off. Just shift your weight and feel your finger lighten. Yeah, there
That
it
was
is.
good.
There
Very
it
good.
is.
I had just the most miserable balance on that one. What is
Okay.
that working? That must be weak that I can't.
It's working a bunch of different muscles.
It's
definitely,
actually, yeah, everything, right? Everything in your body, you're working on that one.
Thank you.
yeah,
That's why we don't start with it.
yeah. That's a hard one. It is really, but it's necessary. If you think about it, when we walk, there's always an opportunity for one of our legs to only be the thing that's touching the floor, right? So when I step and I go bring the other leg forward, I'm momentarily on one leg. So it's really important. It's a great pelvic exercise, core exercise. It's just overall great for your balance.
So what,
Yes.
and you want to relax your
Yeah,
knee.
you don't want to lock the knee you're standing on. Very good.
So your first prep to figure out what's going on is, it might not be strength, but it might be posture. Are you breathing? Is your base of support okay? Because if you're not, your arms were good, so we know that was better. Was it the first time when you kind of lost your balance?
No, I really, my right leg is taking the class.
That's okay.
No, this is okay. It's part of what this class does, right?
Right.
How'd you guys do over here? Okay.
Right. So,
How'd you
but
do,
it held
okay?
you
You
for a
got that
little
one?
bit, and then it stopped. Right. So it held. So, but that's
That's
okay.
okay.
So that's where you take it. So you knew that was like maybe 4 seconds you were on your leg for, and then it just kind of whoa. That it fatigued out. It wasn't ready for more. So you just keep practicing because now it gets stronger and can hold you longer. And
Yep.
you're
But
welcome.
it's definitely
Okay.
a lot. It's definitely multifaceted. Many muscles.
My favorite. Dance step.
Oh, great.
We're dancing.
All right.
dancing, everybody. We're gonna go to the. Actually, we're gonna do two sides. Judy, will you come in front of Eileen?
Just relax.
Because I'm gonna be sitting.
What am I doing?
You're going to do this in front of Eileen, but you're gonna go that way, and this room is going that way first. That side. You guys are going to your left. Eileen's going to her right. Okay. And so Corey's gonna show you. So she doesn't run over the chair.
All right, so good. Base of support, everyone. Feet out, hands out. And we're going to go 1 and 2
Oops, I'll go your way.
and 3. And then we're going to go back 1 and 2 and 3. You feel the leg that's pulling you along here, right? 2,
Yeah.
3.
So be bouncy.
I miscounted. 1, 2, and 3. You're losing me on the camera. Maybe I'm just going to move over here a little bit
I would
more. There you
prefer
go.
not
1,
feet together
2,
when you're stepping
3,
together. Yep.
1,
I'm just saying out to everybody.
2, and 3.
Okay, I didn't start the timer.
Oh, well.
Exercise 12.
Okay,
Yeah.
keep going. Yep. So
All right,
be
that's okay.
bouncy knees. We're dancing here, right?
We're listening to what
Yep.
the turtles
So
need.
watch
You-
Corey's feet. Her
you
feet do
need-
not go completely together.
Nope.
She's always maintaining about 3-4 inches in between because
3,
that is balance.
1, 2, 3. This would be
If
great
you're
to do it
sitting,
along your
you're just
kitchen
going to go
counter.
spin in your
2,
chair. I just saw
3,
myself online. That looks
1,
really funny,
2,
but it's good
3.
exercise.
Oh, yes.
Now, if you're doing,
2,
I am getting some
3,
pressure on my bottom and
1,
friction.
2,
So
3.
you might put a plastic bag underneath
2, 3.
to let you slide a little more. Because we are talking about people that are sitting quite a bit, right? So we don't want friction or pressure.
2. And plastic chair is not that comfortable, I'm sure, right?
Nope.
To be twisting
it's,
around.
It's frictiony, not as
3,
plasticky as we think it
1,
might be.
2.
Poor Gail, I'm
3.
getting a whole
Almost
new
there, everybody.
perspective.
Oh, we are there. What am I saying? Woo! Good.
My arms are
Woo!
tired.
Shake it out, everybody.
So,
right?
I mean,
yeah, you
I
can
want
really
you to
feel
do two
because
more
you're
steps, but I
holding
want
them
you to be a
out.
little
Yeah,
more
it's
bouncy
true.
on those knees. So bend your knees a little more. Watch Judy when she do your bendy, game ready position. Yep. See how her knees are a little bendy? Yep.
Just loose.
Yeah. Feel like you're moving a little easier? Yep.
Kind of like you're dancing, right?
I guess I didn't realize I had them.
Locked, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And that
better.
happens.
Yeah. Well, and especially when you've had chronic pain.
Yeah, we compensate.
Chronic pain, we compensate. We tend to be a little more anticipating pain might happen.
Maybe a sip of water.
You know, and you might
nice
be
little
waiting
water.
for the pain to happen because you've
break.
been used to it, but now it's not there because we've had knees done, right? But we get in that locked position where we're not going to trust them to bend because in the past, if we bend, we might have,
Exercise 13.
whoa, we
Moved
might
out. What
have
time? Oh, we're only got 7 minutes
lost our balance or, you know, what am I trying to say?
I don't know.
Like a knee buckle.
left. Yes.
A knee buckle. All right, we are now doing lateral trunk flexion.
Okay, my little teapot. Put your hand on, that's how I remember them. Hand on your hips. Well, it's kind of like a teapot, like a reverse teapot.
Yeah, it's reverse spout. We're not teapotting this way, we're teapotting this way.
All right,
Go.
so wrong side
Exercise
again.
We're just gonna
We're gonna side bend
demonstrate,
over.
yep.
Try to keep your body, remember that belly button is pointed straight ahead. Your trunk is not twisting, you are side bending. Okay, I'm gonna do this for 30 seconds and then we'll switch to the other side. If you have shoulder issues, maybe tuck your arm like so. Okay, otherwise
down
try to
there.
see if you can get that reach over. You'll feel that stretch all
30
along the
seconds to
side.
go.
Let's try the other side.
Check your base of support. Make sure that's supporting you. Are your knees locked? The answer should be no. So if there are, be a little more bouncy.
Oh, this is good. You could even
Yep.
hold it there if you need to. Oh, yeah.
Yep. You can do it. Do it as a stretch. Do it as range of motion, like
Excellent.
reps, whatever you want to do.
Stop. Rest.
Nice.
Write your score.
Why is it our knees should be unlocked? What is, instead of locked?
So when
That's a
you
good
when you
question.
watch sports, do you ever see anybody locking their knees on the field?
I don't really pay attention to that. I don't.
Okay. All right. So I'll show you. So if someone's playing, you've seen what a baseball player looks like, right? He's here. He's never playing here.
Locked.
Okay. They might rest that way or something, but here, because when you try to unlock your knee, it takes a little bit of a millisecond or two to unlock it before you can move. Okay. So, and you're now working on structure. You're not building your muscles around your joints. You're working your bones, like, because they're locked. They're in position. They're not going to move. So if you're trying to do a movement, now you're structure on structure. That kind of wears them down, right? When they're soft, you're now building the muscle complex around the joint to hold you in place. And isn't that what we want? We want it to be strong, right?
You want
When
the
we
muscles
lock
to be engaged in it, okay? Not rely on the
It's
structure
exactly
itself.
right. Because if Corey's got her knees locked and I come over and just bump her, you know, like, where's she going?
Yeah,
Right? If she's got her knees bent,
right?
may I, I'm sorry, I should have asked you, may I
Yeah,
push you
I
again?
didn't know, and that worked good last
Okay,
time.
so can you bend your knees are
But
soft
yeah, my
now?
knees are bent. You
You
can't,
can't tell
in
in our
these pants.
scrubs, but okay, if I go to do it, like, she's
Yeah,
solid,
yeah.
right? But,
Yeah, but when it
straighten
was
them again.
Locked him.
Ready?
Yep. And that is not exaggerating. That was
Yeah.
literally an honest response.
And I didn't like
I'm
gun
saying
it either.
Yeah.
But in everything, like, even so, if I'm here and I'm trying to turn, right?
Yeah.
My knees are locked. If I'm here, you know, I can turn whatever way I want to, forward, back, over, that.
Well, you think like even tennis players, they're down low and they're like having to move really quick, right? One of-
Yeah. Any sport you don't, I really can't think of anything. If anybody knows of a sport where you lock your legs and stand tall, put it in our chat. But yeah, it's everybody, it's game ready. This is game ready. And you want to be game ready in life, right? Because you could be walking down and
Yeah,
boom,
you don't
somebody
know.
bumps you. You know, you don't want to be like, oh, timber. Okay, what are we doing next? I don't know. Trunk extension.
All right, trunk extension. Okay, so we all know trunk flexion, right? We do a lot of flex forward stuff, right? Wash dishes, eat forward, okay? So now we're gonna do this motion where we go back, okay? But you wanna, again, wanna have that good base of support, okay? All right, so remember we were talking about that belly button. The belly button now is gonna be going up, okay? We're just gonna hold this for like 30 seconds, or do you wanna do it back and forth?
Whatever you want
As
to
the
do.
exercise.
Do what
All
Corey
right,
does.
so you could do as the exercise where you go back and forward, okay? So your weight is shifting onto your heels if you notice when you go back, okay? And it's just your trunk, okay? Your hands can be on your hips. You could also put them like this, okay? Or even like this, all right? Some people like to feel their backside when they do it. Find what's comfortable for you, okay?
30 seconds
Yeah.
to go.
This is
When you have your hands like
Nope,
so, like
it's
this,
just
you're also
arch
getting a
your
little
back.
bit more pectoral
Stretch back.
stretch, right? Because the way
one's
the
not-
muscles
we're not on
are.
pelvic tilt
you,
yet.
I wouldn't
We're
for
almost
this
there.
one. I would keep it on
Yep,
the
so
side
just
for your
arch your
shoulder,
back.
yours. You
put
know?
your hands here.
But this isn't a big motion,
I did
Yep.
this one.
but very
That's your
necessary, right?
shoulders. But put your
Yep,
hands
you
here.
can
and
hold
just
this
stretch your
posture.
back.
You feel a little bit of a pulling, a nice little stretch there. You can take a nice breath,
Your back. You're actually stretching your abdomen.
and then
Yeah, you're welcome.
let it out.
Thanks, Jude.
Really great chest expansion. You can really, you know, tend to really tighten up those muscles a lot.
Let's do sitting and standing.
Kind of skip.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna do
we're gonna
sit to
skip
stand. This is-
ahead one.
Now remember we were talking about that pelvic tilt. We're gonna use that right now. All right. We're gonna go up and down from the chair for the full minute. Okay. I'm gonna try to get through that. Say that nice and quick. All right. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna scoot a patuta in the front. God, I got a little bit of a wedge. All right. So now these pants are slippery, slidey. I almost slid right off.
Should be on that chair.
That's why I was like, whoop. All righty. All right, so you want to get yourself right to the edge. Your hands are going to go on your armrest of your seat. Your feet are going to be apart. We don't want the knees knocking each other, okay? You want the knees pointed straight ahead. And like Kathy mentions a lot, to really tuck those feet back so we have that push off to stand.
Exercise 15.
Okay? So we're going to press forward. We're going to stand. And remember that pelvic tilt. Stick your bum back, reach back, and sit. Okay? Doesn't that make it a lot easier? Knowing that the pelvic
that,
tilt,
Emily.
stick your bum back. There you go. You got it. Yeah, this is a tricky one because You probably weren't doing. You were relying on your knees more. You're gonna save your knees doing this. Okay, up, really tighten your buttocks, stick your bum
30
back,
seconds to go.
come to sit.
If you're having a hard time doing this because of knee or hip pain, add a cushion to your chair just to build yourself up a little bit. If you're doing this from the sitting position and you can't get all the way up, that's okay. Just get what you can. If it goes into a little squat again, that's a good thing. Play with your feet, play with your hands, see what you can do.
Exactly. Keeping that head up, right? We don't want to keep our head looking down. It's very hard on the body.
Stop. Rest. Write your score.
And
All
up.
right, good
Very
stuff.
good. Good job.
Okay, I think we have to scoot ahead because it's that time. So I'll give you guys do you want to do back scratcher, hamstrings? Let's forget the hamstring scratch. Pelvic tilts. Why don't we do pelvic tilts? I'm going to choose for us. Sorry.
All right. All right.
Because Corey's talking about pelvic tilts.
Yeah, I
so
kind
we're
of
gonna
pelvic tilt focus today.
Pelvic
On the way
tilt
over here, I'm like,
focus.
I want to talk about pelvic tilts.
Okay, well, let's do that. Here we go.
Oh, this is how we are. So let's put our hands on our hips because I really want you to feel this motion. Okay? Again, this is a very functional-based exercise. It's going to help you with getting up and down from the chair, for scooting forward. All right? Yeah, you got it. Relax the shoulders the best you can, though, okay? We don't want the, relax the shoulders. And you're going to do the motion like so. You're going to stick your bum out, and you're going to tuck it in. Try to be careful not to lock your knees in this. Okay? Sticking our bum out
Exercise
and
16.
in. We're just going to get right onto it, okay? Yep. Shift back, forward. Tuck your tail in. Yep.
Yeah, and it may look like I'm slouching in the chair, which my bottom half is, but the top half I'm still in alignment posture, so it's just my pelvis working.
Yep.
Yep, try your feet apart a little
30
wider.
seconds
Like
to
look at Corey's stance. Her feet are wider apart, so she's really getting, more movement. Bouncy knees for sure.
Yeah,
Bouncy
don't let them
knees.
lock, especially on the way back. I can feel how the body wants to lock them.
Don't let them.
Use control. This is not a fast movement, and this is not something you want to go quickly. You really want to go nice and controlled. It's not a big movement, is what I meant to say.
Stop. Rest.
It's a good
Write
way
your
to
score.
separate yourself, your hips from your shoulders. Like if everything you're doing, things are going together,
Yeah.
you want to separate. Oh, my hips move. Oh, my shoulders move. That kind of thing. All right. Let's
end, we gotta go right
let's
to the-
do cool down.
Right down to cool down. All right, everybody.
Exercise
You made
30
it. All we have to
seconds
do is the
go.
cool down.
Up. Joss is. Oh no, that's not Joss.
What?
Oh.
Oh my gosh, let me get my music back on. Let's get, okay, I don't care, dismiss. All right, so we got another song here we use for this last part here. We're gonna do, this is a very slow, controlled, mindful movement, okay? It's gonna take 2 minutes and do the best you can, okay? Ready?
So
Is
start
everyone
here.
ready?
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Cool down.
I love this song.
Up.
So your palms are touching, right? And you're gonna try to bring your arms up while keeping your palms, right? And then you're gonna come down, go at your own speed, okay? And then now your fingertips are pointing forward. And while keeping your palms touching the best you can, you're gonna bring it to your body and then bring it right back up.
Stretch those elbows out as much as you can.
Okay? Work with your breath here. Listen to the music. Try to do this nice and relaxed.
And as we've said, if you have shoulder issues, just get what you can. Don't force anything. Just nice and gentle. Like I'm noticing on me, my elbow doesn't want to straighten on my left very well. So this is really good.
Have some awareness of what your muscles are doing. Maybe you feel this in your wrists. Maybe you feel like you're getting a stretch underneath your arms when you lift it up.
And breathe.
I like this one because you can really work. Right now we're working front and we're not working different angles. You can do these different ways and get nice stretches. I do that with, get nice stretches in the morning.
Just make it as smooth a move as you can.
Exactly.
And here's Josh. That's our cue that we're running over time.
Yeah.
And she says no, that's so
You're doing
lovely.
good, nice and controlled. Work with your breath. Try to relax your shoulders though, okay? You don't want tension.
Activity completed.
Yep, very good.
Oh, look at that, we finished.
Yeah, you
All right,
did it.
thank you. Give yourselves a pat on the back, because that's a good stretch
Very
too.
good job for
Thank you, everybody.
first time
So,
and you made it.
Kathy
Good
and Corey
job.
from Moxie Mobility Training signing out.